Hello and welcome back to Level Up Land. And so, what am I going to do today? Well, I do want to show off some more enemies because I've got plenty more enemies to show. So what I'm going to do at the start is I'm going to go and head east, and I'm going to show a bit more of the map that way. It's a bit awkward me just trying to describe the map, but like I said, my plan is to put some resources in the description so you can go and see that yourself. So I'm going to start off by heading east. I don't have to worry about anything that comes in my way. At least not for now. Actually, there is an enemy. There is an enemy I would like to grind a bit, which is in this direction. But whilst I'm on my way, I might as well show some other stuff around. So this, actually, I will chuck on an explore. So this is the cave of the scouters. What I'll do is I'll get this robot down low, and then no, I won't bother extracting. I was thinking I'll get repairs and analyzers, and I would like some repairs. I would like some analyzers, but nah, I can't really be bothered. If I come across a scouter, I'll extract from that, I think. Hold on, let me just check the numbers here. Analyze. Ah, well, they're both the same. Robots and scouters are the biggest source of analyze in the game. There's a bunch of other enemies that have it at one slot, which is 3%. These things have them at 3 slots, which is 9%. Did I extract a repair? I wasn't paying attention to the screen, and I didn't hear the jing effect. Actually, no. You know what? There's a chance I could die on this journey, so I don't want to waste some time. Right. So down and to the right, there's a little beach with just crabs and scouters. So you know what? Let's. Was this a scouter? No. No, I won't. I won't go there. No, yes I will actually. Yeah, so scouter, okay. Yeah, see, with these guys, my increased shield isn't going to help me that much, but my increased health definitely will. So, I mean, I'm just wanting analyzers, to be honest. Right. I'll get plenty of explorers in the process. I'm not going to heal up in this fight. I'll probably use my regenerates on some of the stronger enemies. Look how little damage it's doing. I'm just thinking, I want the analyzers, and I can use the explorers just to show you more, like to more easily show you the area. Whereas with robots, I'm not going to be using repairs for anything. I mean, oh, if I come up across a wolf that can help. Well, not really, because my shield is too high now. I'm at the point where repair is pretty much pointless to have. Although I probably will end up with a lot of them anyway, because I'm going to be farming sentinels. Yeah, I'm not going to need the explorers, I just want the analyzers. So, how far do I want to go with this? I think when I've got 50 analyzers at most, I'll just kill it. I don't want to spend too long fighting this because, and like I said before, analyzers are good, they're really useful. And the problem with getting them is that there aren't any like strong enemies you can reliably get them from. I mean, you can get them from wizards. See, there's an idea. I could farm a wizard. At least that way I'll get some freezers. I mean, I don't need the jokers, but I'll at least get some freezers. And I will get analyzers in the process. Yeah, my main issue at the moment is just the pure lack of blasts that I've got. I'm good for twist and death, but I could do with more blasts. And there's an enemy I would like to go and farm, which gives quite a few blasts, I think, but also gives twists and freezes. The intensity of this music doesn't match the situation right now, where I'm against like a really weak enemy that's doing pitiful damage to me and I'm just extracting whilst it's on the brink of death. Come on, just a few more analyzers. I don't know how many analyzers I'm going to need in, or like overall, but if I can just get to 50 for now, that'll be good. Right. So yeah, this little beach, it's just a little beach here, which doesn't extend very far, so you can find crabs that you've got a high chance of fighting scouters, and you can fight some crabs here as well. So that's if you really want to fight scouters. In here it's scouters and robots. Pathetic robot. Absolutely pathetic. Right. Let's go up. No. Come on. Yeah. Running. I figured running might be faster. Right. Swap walk. Now, in this area, I've been here a few times, and I've come from the bottom right section quite a few times. Top left is the troll cave with all the pillars. Top centre, or top right, depending on how you want to position it, is the cave with the... Is that the cave with the clowns? Yeah, so that's the cave with the clowns, and I do want to go through there again at some point, because I want to go up and to the right from there, which I've not done yet. I would have gone straight up from that bait, but I want to go to the bottom right exit of this little field. Of course, in the swamp. Oh, see how you just burn through heals now. I will run out of heals. Keep going this way. We get a new cave. No, I am going to explore. Actually, yeah, I'll throw on 3 explores. So this is a new cave, and there's some troll, 20% chance of trolls, but there's 2 more enemies. One of them has a 60% chance, and the other one has a 20% chance. Now I'm after the one with the 20% chance, but we'll see how this goes. Now, there's sort of like a landmark for this cave. This is the cave with water over to the right. Where the fairy cave has a bit of water in the middle, like a little puddle of water. This cave has some water over to the right. So it's kind of, in a way, actually, I'll show you that when I get to it, but I don't want to go there just yet. So there's a path that just goes straight down, which leads to the little beach area, and then there's a path that goes down and to the right and up again, which leads to another area, which I will eventually show. It's not a very nice area, but I want to show it. So we go down here, and in here, right, so here we have a beach, and here we can find robots, 50% chance of a scouter, so yeah, there's that, and a 30% chance of the enemy I'm looking for. Now, in here, the enemy I'm looking for only has a 20% chance, but there's another enemy I'd like to show in here anyway, so let's just go over to the right. Now, what's this going to be? A giant. Okay. So this isn't the enemy I'm looking for. This is just a... Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's got a ton of health. So we'll throw a few twists on it. Now I'll just attack. Giant. Let's have a look at what you can extract from the giant. Not much, I don't think. So it's got 1 slot for repair, 1 for blast, 1 for recover, and 2 for barrier. So you could farm them for barriers. Although the Sentinel's better than that. And there's another enemy that's even better for that as well. But it's an option. In terms of strength and attack pattern, the giants are overall a rather boring enemy in the sense that they just occasionally do attacks. Nothing special about a giant at all. You can see by the fact that my shield rather is going down, and you can see the rate at which it's going down. There's just like a constant. Every so often just as an attack, not worth barriering against. There aren't many enemies that are worth using barrier on. And giant might think is one of them, but no, it isn't. And the experience it gives is probably decent, but we probably at this point we won't see much growth anyway. Probably. Don't think he's as much as like an angel. So, just gonna. Oh look, giant. Where is it? I thought I saw it. Right, so I'm on 6934. Yeah, so at this point it's not giving me much. Okay. Yeah, so it's not really going to be worth fighting giants. I mean, I could try extracting blasts from them, but I don't think I will. Now this other enemy that I'm after is a good source of blasts. It's one of two enemies that have 3 slots for blasts. The other one is troll, and you can find trolls in here actually, but the thing I'm looking for, the other spells that you can get from it, they're better as well. So actually let's just go down to beach. Could fight scouters or... Ah, here we are. Chimera. Okay. Attack. Right. So you might have noticed, let's actually get this thing started. So, analyze, let's throw a few twists on there. So you might have noticed that it did a bit of damage to my health before I attacked it. So you might think, oh, so it's like a falcon. Well, chimeras, or chimera, however you want to pronounce it, I think it's meant to be pronounced chimera, is, again, on theme. The way that a chimera works is that it takes 4 different enemy AI patterns, it chooses one of them at random, and then it just fights as if it is that. So it can either be a wolf, a falcon, a horse, or a snake. And so whichever one it is, which is determined right at the start of the battle, it will attack as if it is that. So this one is a falcon. And the way that you can tell which one it is well, by the attack patterns. At this point, if I want to farm one, I don't want to come up against one that's a wolf, because, well, I don't know, I might be alright at this amount of shield. But you do get to a point where, once you're at a certain amount of shield, it will just eventually kill itself. I don't think I'm at that point yet, because it being a wolf, it will just attack itself. It will hurt itself as it's attacking our shield. But it's got a lot more health than a wolf, so it will last a lot longer. I'm glad it's not a snake, because if it was a snake, that means that once it got to my health, I'd be poisoned. And I'm glad that's not the case. So a falcon is good for the purposes that I'm fighting it for here, and a horse would be pretty good as well. But what you want to do is you want to analyse it to check if its health is going down. It's a wolf. If it's not doing any attacks at all, it's a horse. And if it's attacking your health, it's a falcon. And you want to, if it's attacking your health, you just want to hit it straight away like you would with a falcon. And if it's a horse, you don't want to attack it for a while because it will lay low for a few seconds until it gets hurt or a few seconds have passed. So it helps to know what type of chimera you're fighting, because they are one of the best enemies to extract from, I would say, in terms of spells, because you can get blasts and twists, and freezes are nice as well. I mean, I'm mostly after the blasts here. The health is pretty high, but because of the way that their attacks work, they could end up being really weak like a falcon. It doesn't attack very much. As you can see, it's not doing that much damage to me at this level of health. So yeah, that's the thing with the chimera, is that they're good but they're complicated. It takes a lot to figure them out. And where most things in this game, I imagine people would figure them out, with the chimeras, I don't think people will. I think with enough, research and studying, people will figure out a lot of how the enemies work in this game. But I think the chimera is just a bit too obtuse for people to really properly figure out. So how far do I want to go? Well, those blasts are very nice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Joker when I get low on health. I'm not worried about Joker screwing up my health to like a really low amount, because the chances at this point, I mean, the average is going to take me to is about 3,000. Actually, closer to 3,500. So I'm not bothered about that. So this thing has 3 slots for blast, so that's 9%. 2 slots for freeze, so that's 6%, and then 1 slot for twist, so that's 3%. So it doesn't give you many twists, but it gives many blasts, and that's the one thing that I'm mostly after. And I'm fine with Joker in because I'm not worried about Joker into a low health. It can happen, but I'm not worried about it. There is an enemy that freeze is good against, and I will show that eventually. In terms of my overall strength, I mean, I've got 29 barriers. I would say I could beat a dragon where I am at now, in terms of health and shield and stats and spells and all that. What I'm not confident in is my ability to get to a dragon. I can do it, but it would be awkward. So, I mean, what I could do is I could spend the rest of this session just farming this one chimera. That could work. Make a good profit on blasts. Right, I'm gonna get ready for Joker. I want my charge bar up a little bit because then that gives me more chance to Joker again if it's not at the bottom, if I get too low. That was nice. I mean, from a strategic standpoint, why would I kill this chimera and then come back and fight another chimera to get more blasts rather than just having one long fight? Strategically, it would be because doing so would heal my shield and I'd get experience. But I've got so many Jokers at this point that I'm just not worried about it at all. But during this session I would like to go and show the other area that I've got in this little path that I'm going to, and then maybe on the next session I'd go to the top, like the proper full northeast, and then we've covered most of the map. There's that massive field at the very top, which, I mean, I haven't shown all of that, but in all honesty there's not much to show. It's just a big empty open area, and I will show you the sandy part of that at some point, like the beach, the huge beach that rests at the top. But I am going to have to make some preparations for fighting and getting to the dragon. One way I can easily get to the dragon is by going to the mimics and getting a bunch of copies and then just repelling my way there. That works. But I don't want to do that. I want to show you the enemies you can fight on the way. Because the enemies that you fight along the way there are very much a level gate, I suppose. Oh, hold on. And I am back. Right. Let's get this chimera. Well, let's get myself jokered first. Got a bit of time to do a bit more extracting. Of course, there is a problem with doing like one long fight. Hold on. Oh. Not good enough. You don't want your charge bar to reach. If the charge bar reaches to the top, it will just stop and you'll lose out on turns. That's more like it. Yeah, so one downside to having a long fight is that you run a greater risk of, if you're using Joker like I am, you run a greater risk of Joker just screwing you up. And it's not that you run a greater risk of it, but the risk is higher, if you know what I mean. It's like it's not more likely to happen. It's not more likely to happen several times in one fight compared to half as much time in twice as many fights, if you get what I mean. It's just that if it screws you up later on in the fight, you've got a lot more to lose. Provided that you, with the other variation, the other scenario, the fighting multiple, you don't save in between. But yeah, I am pretty much completely set for spells. I want to work on my shield. And there's another spell that I want to get. But I do want to show you some more enemies. So this, I should be able to go and kill the dragon pretty soon. And I could, to be honest, I could just, at this point, I could go farm some copies so that then I can use repel enough, and then I can get to the dragon and I can probably kill it pretty easy. But I'm not going to do that. What I think I will do though is I think I'll try and get to 70 blasts. Look at all these jokers. I'm never going to use all these jokers. These jokers lost their value a long time ago. But I suppose it's because I found a really weak clown, so I ended up taking much advantage of that as I could, and so I ended up with so many jokers that I'm not gonna be able to use them all. Right, let's concentrate. That's alright. It's not great. Yeah, I am getting twisted. How many freezes do I have? I'm at 38 freezes. How good does this thing for freezers? Has it got 2 slots? Yeah, 2 slots. Right, getting ready to Joker. Oh. That was very nice. Very nice Joker in. So what I think I'll do is I'll keep this fight up for as long as I've got health. I won't heal anymore. I won't, well, by heal I mean I won't Joker anymore. But I will, when my health gets so low, I'll just attack it and then when I finish the battle, I'll just use a restore. I'm likely to get over 70 blasts, but that's fine. And then what I'll do is, for the rest of this session, I think I'll go to the other area just to show some enemies there. I guess I'm up to 100 twists again. That's good. Got more twist than blast. Well, I did to begin with. But yeah, the Falcon's probably the best variation of the Chimera to come up against. I think it does the lowest amount of damage. I mean, the only exception I could imagine where the Falcon would be the worst is when you've literally managed to get here with 30 health somehow. Don't ask me how, I mean, just by pure chance of not encountering anything. Then you get here, then, you know, if it's a horse, you've got a chance of running away. If it's a wolf, you've got a chance of running away. If it's a snake, you've got a chance of running away, but if it's a falcon, you don't. So, under those very, very specific, extremely rare circumstances, it would be best to come across a chimera. It would be worse to come across a chimera that's a falcon. But also, that even if you did manage to get that lucky and get to the point without entering a battle and ran away from it, you just have to make it back to the pier, and you wouldn't have gained anything from the fight. So I don't even understand what the situation is that I'm trying to imagine here. It's just such a bizarre machinations. Is that the right term? Machinations? Imaginings? It's theoretical, isn't it? Just kill you. Right. Restore. Should I repel? Yeah, go on. I'll chuck on a repel. Now, repel has a very wide range. It does 5 to 60 steps. So, it could be very short, it could be very long. It's got a very wide range. Chuck another explore. So yeah, as you can see at the end of this cave, there's a bit of water there. The idea is that this is meant to be a cave that, even though technically not, it is a cave that connects to the outer world, if you know what I mean. Like, if you were to cross the water, you'd be able to get out. It's like a cave with a watery entrance, I guess. Anyway, so here we have a little field, not much going on here. It's a very little swampy area, and here you'll come across plenty of swampy, evil, dirty enemies. So, now the problem is is that if I go into the swamp, there's a 10% chance I'll come across an enemy that will just kill me. So I don't want to do that. In fact, you know what? Oh, I should... Actually, no, I just won't go. I just won't go on that swamp. I can find that enemy another time. The enemy I'm talking about is one that is one of the most powerful enemies in the game. There's a few enemies in this game where it's like that is like right at the top end of enemies. It's one of those, and it's very strange. It's very difficult. I'm not going to fight it. So on the swamp, there is a 70% chance of coming across a sludge, a 20% chance of coming across a thing I'm wanting to show you, and a 10% chance of something that I want to avoid completely. But on the good old grass here, got a 30% chance of a snake, 50% chance of a sludge, which I know is weird, a sludge not in the swamp, but this is a very swampy area, and a 30% chance of that enemy that I'm particularly looking for. Now, I'm not going to swamp walk. I'm not going on to the swamp, but I'm not going to swamp walk. Now, I would swamp walk normally because I want to encounter this particular... because if I come across a sludge, me swamp walking will mean that it will do less damage to me, but I don't want to use up my swamp walks. So I'm just going to... let's put on and explore. As you can see, this area is surrounded by swamp. Now, up there's a bit of a path with the swamp, but it just leads to a dead end. So it doesn't actually lead anywhere. Anyway, the repelling has run off. I don't need any more exploring. Let's just stay down here. And it's a sludge. A good old slowing you down sludge. Right. And another good old slowing you down sludge. I don't want to stick around in this area. The main reason you would want to come to this area is because the enemies here give a lot of swamp walks. So if you're really wanting to build up your swamp protection and you're not strong enough to come across copies, and not good enough to get copies, then this is, well, maybe it's not that great of an area, but you can get swamp walks from here. So here we have the new enemy. We have a zombie. So let us have a look at my enemy AI script here and see if I can find where the zombie is. See what the zombie does. Hold on, I'm gonna have to, yeah, right. Zombie. Yeah, that's it. I shouldn't have said that. That's a... Oh, it's actually on that one. Let's try this one. I know I'm not saying anything that makes any sense to you. Right. So, zombie. Right. So, there's not really much worth extracting from a zombie. It's got 2 slots for drain, 1 for regenerate, 2 for siphon, and 1 for swamp walk. Remember, 1 slot is a 3% chance with an extract and 10% chance with a soul. Now, I'm just checking this out because it does damage over time, but also... Right, yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking that to make sure. So, with the zombie, let's analyze it. Come on. If I attack it, oh, it's healing itself. Oh, it's healing itself. And the way that you stop it from healing itself is, well, actually, let me see if I can do inflict some pain onto myself. Yeah, that works. So, a zombie, if you have more than 80% of your health, it will heal itself. It's just a feature of the zombie. Anyway, I don't like that low amount. Let's Joker again. That it's healing itself. Too low. Yeah, it's alright. I've got so many Jokers, I'm not bothered about wasting them. Sorry, one moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so I am at such a strength where this area has no use to me. But the thing to remember again with this game is that even if an area doesn't particularly have a direct use in terms of how useful it is to go to farm or to grind against enemies, it still has a gameplay use in the sense that people travelling here will not know how it is, so they will go off and explore in it and they'll stumble across it. But anyway, I've got plenty of time. So I think what I will do actually is, I think I've got enough time. I am going to show that new area, the north-east area, because there's some enemies there I like to show. Tell you what, I am going to throw on a repel. Right, so I'm going to go back up. And I'm going to go up through here, and so this is the cave with the clown, like straight clowns and the knight. Straight up is the little fields with the angels and the ninjas that I fought before, with a little sandy bit in the middle. But I'm going to go to the right here. There's going to be a knight. It's a clown, right? Just get you analysed and just come on, get your health down low. Right. Aha, ninja. Good. I like ninjas. I'll just extract. I've only got 2 escapes, so it's going to be good against a ninja. It's not going to hurt me probably. If it does, so what? And I'll probably get some escapes, and then it'll just run by itself. I don't bother trying to run from clowns. Just gotta wait for its health to get low enough. It seems to be weak, it's not doing much damage at all. So if I wanted to farm a clown, this would be a great one to farm against, but only thing is I don't want to farm a clown. Using 3 blasts, it's not ideal. I could have used a death, couldn't I? But I'd have to go through the menu and maybe use something up. Anyway, so here we have a new stretch of land, this new outside area, and what we have here is the only swamp in the only area in the game where in order to get there you have to cross a swamp. It's only a very small swamp, but you have to cross it. So let's chuck on and explore. There's quite a few new enemies here. So, on the actual grass, we've got 20% chance of Phoenix, 50 of no, 40 of wizard and 40 of something else I've not shown yet. And on the swamp, we have 20% chance of snake, 20% chance of skeleton, 20% chance of sludge, and 40% chance of something I've not shown yet. So, the thing yeah, I'll ignore the swamp for now. Let's just travel up here. What's this going to be? Spirit! Right. Now, you might have thought, your health is going right down. Yeah. Spirit is very interesting. A very unique enemy. So what spirits do is they always turn your health into 1. So if I try to heal, look. Oh, my health is back down to 1. If I try to Joker, oh, my health is back down to 1. But you might notice it's not actually attacking me at all, which means that. So the question is, how is it going to fight me? I'm not bothered about my charge bar reaching the top there. Whatever. Look, I can't attack it. Attack is blocked out for spirit. I can extract. Oh, but that hurts my shield if I extract. And I can run. That hurts my shield if I try and run as well. So using extract or run will hurt you. The only way you can defeat this is by using spells, because you can't attack it. So this becomes a pure resource management system. There's no timing attacks or anything. It's just with what spells I've got, how am I going to kill it? And the answer to that is quite easily, but I don't particularly want to fight it. Actually, let's see what you can extract from it. So you can get souls. This is the only other enemy in the game where you can get warps. So spirit. Yeah, you've got 2 slots for freeze, 2 slots for soul, 3 slots for warp, and 1 slot for restore. So this is the only. Now I don't want to actually use up my resources, so I'm just going to try and run. Yeah, I'm going to get hurt in the process, but my shield is really giving me lots of leeway here. So spirit's a very nice enemy. The only thing is you've got to remember to heal up once you finish the battle. And you definitely don't want to use Siphon, because then you're pretty much just dead unless you use spells. You can't do anything after that. Alright, if I can't, I'm going to have to use up my spells, aren't I? If I can't run before my shield runs out, I've got no choice. See, there you go. Right, but you must remember to heal up afterwards. Let's chuck on a repel. That didn't last long. Explore. I'm not going to bother repelling. So now we've got a grass. So this is basically the east coast. On this sand, we have 20% chance of Kraken, 30% chance of Angel, and a 50% chance of something I have not fought yet. It's just I don't want to touch the water because it's Guardian. Right, I don't want to touch the water because it's because there's a chance of encountering a Kraken here. Now with the Guardian, if depending on how you're doing, you might want to use a barrier. The way the Guardian works is that it will charge a few attacks, and then it will either do a big attack where it like just drains you like that. 1, 2, 3, and then it does that big thing. So that is your cue to time a barrier. If you want to do a barrier, you can actually extract a lot of barriers from these guys. Let's have a look. I'm not actually bothered. So Guardian, they've got 1 slot for repair, 2 for strike, 4 for barrier, and that's it. Yeah. So So yeah, that is what you can do if you really feel the need to. See, like, it's healing itself there. It chooses either attack mode or heal mode. And this is the best. This enemy has the greatest extraction rate for barrier, so if you want to get barriers, this is where you can do it. And for some of the big, stronger enemies, I would say that's probably a good idea. Right. You know what, I've got so many jokers that I'm going to just heal by using joker and just going until one sticks. That's fair enough. I've got 300. I don't think I'm going to be using them up. I don't particularly want to use another repel, but let's travel north. Oh, what's this now? Another guardian. I'm a guardian. It's like on Kingdom Hearts, isn't it? That was easy to run away from. Yeah, if I come across an angel, I'll probably just kill that. Kraken, I'll probably just kill that. Oh, I don't know actually, but yeah. So there's not actually much. It's just a big grassy area, big sandy area. Kraken. You know what? Let's just do it. One, two, three, four. Well, let's throw a few blasts at it. I'll attack it a bit, then I'll just. Yeah, I'll use a death. I've got so many deaths, I should be using them. So now we have a cave. And, ooh, what's this? Well, this, my friend, is lava. Now, lava, much like the swamp, will do damage to you. But it does a lot more. A significant amount more. I will demonstrate that when I can. But first of all, let's go over the demon here. I will be warping back soon. Now, the demon has 2 slots for blast, so that's good, and 3 slots for another spell that I've not got yet. One of the 2 spells I've not got yet. Now, that spell that I've not got yet is one that you could get from the Phoenix, and there's a bunch of other later game enemies as well that you can also get it from. But the demon, along with something else I've not fought, is the best enemy to get this spell from. The other one being a much harder enemy, so I'd definitely recommend getting it from the demons. This is the only area where you can get you can fight demons, and in this area, so there's an 80% chance of fighting a demon on the normal floor here, and on the lava there is a 60% chance of fighting a demon. Now, if you don't come across a demon, you'll come across something else that's really powerful, that begins with a J. I'm just doing that so that I can reference it later. The thing that begins with a J. The thing on the swamp earlier that I didn't want to come across on this, the swamp I had to cross began with a V, and the swamp from the swampy area that I wanted to avoid begins with an L. So this one here, the one that begins with a J, I don't want to fight that. I just want to fight demons. So I'm going to stay off the lava. But analyze this. Oh, it has 666. Demons are very weak. They don't do much damage. They don't give you that much experience. All in all, I don't think. A particular feature of there's 2 main notable features of the demon. One is if you freeze it, it will hurt. It gets hurt as it's frozen. Another feature. Aha! Hold on. Before I go into that, look, I got Lava Walk, which, as you can tell, is just a lava version of Swamp Walk, and that's good. Oh yeah, I can get Blast from it as well. You want Swamp Walk, not Swamp Walk. Well, you do want Swamp Walk, but Lava Walk. If you can stock up on Lava Walks, again, you can sort of overwrite the need for that with copies. If you can get plenty of copies, then that's great. But you want at least a few Lava Walks, and then you can, use copy to get more Lava Walks that way. So copy really is one of the best spells in this game. Yeah, let's just get this guy's health down. And the other feature of demons, which I've not yet mentioned, but you might have noticed if you kept a keen eye, look at my maximum health. It is slowly going down. Demons have the unique property, they are the only enemies in the game that drain your experience. So, as I'm fighting this, my experience is going down. Now, it drains your experience at a constant rate, so the more max health you have, the longer it takes for it to take it down by 1 point. But it does drain your experience, which means, in theory, it's possible for a demon to get your maximum health down to below what your maximum health starts at. And that's a problem. I mean, well, it's not a problem because it's not going to happen, but it is possible. It is technically possible to fight a demon, and when your maximum health is on exactly 1, you can frame perfect, run away, and then you will have exactly 1 health, which is less than what you start with. Now, the interesting question there is, and I don't remember how I did this, but in weak mode, so in weak mode your health maxes out at 300. The question there is, do you still, after 300 health, do you still get experience, or does your experience stop? So if you were to fight a demon, would the experience that you get prevent the demon, like act as like a buffer for the demon to take down your health, or not? And to be honest, I can't really remember how I did that, but it's something worth thinking about. It's a question worth pondering. So I've shown quite a few enemies today. Done quite a good job, gotten quite a lot of blasts, plenty of freezes, a few twists I think. Used up quite a lot of heals, but that's alright, those heals are getting more and more useless as time passes. So, my next order of business is to go to, actually let's just kill this demon. Yeah, see, I've ended this fight with less health than what I started with. But let's have a look. So I'm at 69445. So yeah, it's like hundreds of damage. That's a lot. So basically this area, if you want to know what this area is, if you remember the swampy area before, where it was just a little area surrounded by swamp, this is the same. It's just a little area surrounded by lava. There's not much here. There is one other place with lava, and as you can probably guess, that is the way to, and includes where the dragon resides. And I will be going there pretty soon, but I've shown off most of the enemies. But what I want to do now is I want to really prepare for that dragon fight. So the lava walks is one of the things I needed. Another thing I need is I need more shield. I've got plenty of barriers. I mean, I could kill it now, but I want more shield, and I need some copies on top of using the copies for the enhance. So I think my modus operandi for the next part is to, actually let's just warp. Yeah, my modus operandi, as it were, is to get more enhancers from the sentinels first, then go and get some copies and use the mimic fight to boost my shield in the process of getting the copies, and then I'm going to boost my shield up outside of that, but I want to keep a good amount of copies in order for me to make use of like repel and lava walk and all that. So I might actually end up killing the dragon next time, which is exciting. Or maybe the time after that. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, tell you what, I'm just going to use up this explore because I like to be consistent. I don't need it. Right. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.